Today we're going to talk about some of the reasons that you really should be stocking up or topping off your preps right now before food either becomes unavailable or too expensive. And I'll give you the reason why when we come back. Now what you see in front of you here is, if you guys have a Kroger's or a Smith's near you, they have their case sale a couple times a year. And these are just some of the things I picked up the other day to top off or rotating out the chicken, because I have some chicken cans that are kind of old. And I'm just topping off some other stuff. I want to make sure I have enough ramen put away. I think I took a few out of there, so I want to make sure I have enough of that put away. And the reason I'm doing this now is because there is historic flooding going on in parts of the Midwest and the Great Plains. They're under inches of water. Nebraska, South Dakota, Wisconsin. You know, these are among America's most valuable productive farm states, and all have declared states of emergency. I even believe Iowa has declared a disaster area as well. So in light of the Midwest flooding, price of food is going to go up. You're looking at shortages or possibly price increases on things like beef, chicken, pork, grains. All this stuff was destroyed, and meat prices are rising already. If you looked for hogs or cattle on the New York Mercantile Exchange, they've gone up too. So early estimates, the crops are lost about $1 billion, all right, and that's in just Nebraska alone. Come harvesting time, there's definitely going to be a delay for areas that were mildly affected, and it will impact your food table. I saw pictures the other day of National Guard helicopters delivering bales of hay to cattle stranded in fields, and then pictures of like lengthy stretches of roadways completely washed out or impassable. So this flooding isn't really a matter of waiting for waters to recede and then just going back to life like it always was. It's going to take time to rebuild all those roadways and bridges, and chances are that's going to be after a planting season. So I'm pretty well stocked up, but there were some things that I wanted to do, like rotate this canned chicken out, and it's like, you know what, this gives me a good reason to get off my butt and do it. And as you can tell, those are the prices on it. I got pretty good deals on stuff, so that's kind of my message for you guys today. And you can do this cheaply. It doesn't mean panic. It doesn't mean you have to run out right now and spend every penny you have. You can start small. And if you're a paycheck to paycheck type person, you can start with $20, you know. Instead of spending $10, spend $30 a week on preps for the next couple of weeks. Because this is a slow roll. It's not going to be like tomorrow, meat's going to go from $7 a pound to $400 a pound. It's going to be a slow kind of thing that goes on and on as time goes on. So I had some ideas that I wanted to share with you about doing it cheaply and some things that you can stock. And by all means, if you guys are in that area and have news coming out of that area, feel free to share it down below. And if I forget anything, like some items that I like to store, feel free to add yours, underneath. That's no problem. None of us are experts. We're all trying to help each other out. I'm certainly not an expert at this. I know what I've learned from learning from other people. So figure out, pass along the knowledge. So one of the best things I like to do is angel hair pasta. It uses less water. It has less boil time. And you can just pour a can of vegetables over it or a can of meat over it, and you have a meal. Another thing most people don't think about that's a good thing to stock up on is coffee creamer, the powdered coffee creamer. It can thicken sauces. It can also make a nice cream sauce, and it's cheap, and you can buy it in very large quantities. Instant mashed potatoes, that was something I added. I do have cans of Thrive stuff, but I want a little extra. Instant rice, oatmeal in canisters or in individual servings. Cans of fruit, keep an eye on them, make sure you rotate them often. Cans of real Spam. We made a joke, I actually brought this out because we made a joke about this and I cooked it. But you want to get real Spam. I find it just lasts better and stores better. You can get cans of squash, carrots, beets. Definitely the time now to stock up on either your freeze-dried or your canned goods. And, like I always tell you, we are a Thrive distributor, and we can get you pretty much anything you want. Just go to the link in the site down below, and you can stock up there too. But that's not the point of the video, and I hate doing sales off disasters. I don't like that at all, and I don't like fear porn in videos. This is really just a heads up to let you know that prices are going to go up. You're definitely going to see an increase in prices. Whether they manage to pull it off and get things done at the last minute, they may, And the prices may not increase as bad as we think. But still, It's a good idea now, if you haven't started your food storage, to slowly start it. If you have started it, maybe pick it up a notch or two. And if you're in a pretty good case like I am, I have a decent amount of food storage. Maybe there's those things that you have written down that you keep meaning to do that you forget to do, like rotate this canned chicken. Now's a good time to do it. Anyway, folks, that's the video for today. As I mentioned before, down below is our Thrive Life link. Make sure you check that out if you want to start stocking up on some freeze-dried foods. 30-year shelf life on most of it. Most of it is non-GMO, gluten-free. You can read each description of every item. And it's good stuff. It's probably the best freeze-dried I've tasted. And I know I'm saying that because I sell it, but no, I really mean that. That's the reason that I would back that product, because I've tasted other freeze-dried stuff and it's not the same. And don't forget to check out our Amazon link down below. Click the link. If there's nothing in the store that you like, just shop as you normally would. And helps out the channel. So make sure you folks are stocking up, starting making plans for price increases, and stay safe and stay prepared.